Hey y'all, it's Kayla's Life Journey, bringing you back another episode. I know it has been a long while since I last posted. I've been busy with work and stuff. For the longest time, I've been scared to make this video, but I think it's something that I need to get off my chest and tell what really happened. But due to many of you guys know who my ex is. Due to respect, I will not be saying the name, or I might change the name. But due to respect to him, I will not say who this is. But I just need to get this off my chest. So, about a year ago, I left my ex, telling people we just didn't work out. That's kind of true, but at the same time, there was something that I wasn't telling you guys, and I wasn't actually sure if I was going to tell you guys, but maybe if I tell y'all, maybe it will help y'all, or maybe it will help me get over like my issues that I have. And I'm just trying to move on and move past things. I haven't been really honest with you guys. I've still been talking to him, which hasn't been healthy. We broke up last November, around little after Thanksgiving, I think it was. But now it's time to kind of tell you guys my story and tell you guys exactly what happened. Many of you guys have been asking what happened, but it's been just too much of a touchy story for me to even talk about. Anytime I talked about him, I just start breaking down and I just be in a lot of pain, and then I'd be super depressed because I kept thinking about the good moments. I'm starting to realize now that I gotta let him go if I ever want to be happy again. If I want to ever truly be happy again, I can't focus my life on him. I can't worry about him, worry what he's doing. So I'm posting this video in regards to myself and maybe to help whoever knows him and is struggling. Maybe this can like warn you guys. I'm low-key really scared to post this video because of complications that could happen with me talking about this subject, but I'm tired of staying quiet, feeling like I have to stay quiet, or having someone report this back to him. It's on YouTube, so it's obviously gonna get back to him, but back in 2018, okay, first off, I'm gonna start from the beginning. So 2016, I met this guy who I thought was super amazing, and he just helped me through a lot of stuff, helped me get over things, stuff like that. Well, my mom, he had a long distance girlfriend. And before he had a long distance girlfriend, I was kind of like a buddy, a type of buddy. I'm not gonna like swear on YouTube, but he was a type of like sexual buddy. There we go. Basically, I was a booty call when he was single and needed some pictures or actions or stuff like that. Well, anytime he was single, he'd start flirting with me and start talking to me and just doing stuff over the phone with me. Well, basically, anytime he got a new girlfriend, all of that stopped. Like, we would just be friends, nothing more. Nothing more than friends with benefits. And while we were doing that, we started dating online just to see, if it would work and stuff. So We dated for about a month, did some phone stuff, like not very good stuff that I'm proud of, but we did some stuff on the phone, and we broke up because of long distance. It just wasn't working. We couldn't do it. We both agreed we'd rather have someone in person. So we let that part of each other go for a while. We just stayed friends. Then, when I finally broke the news to my mom that I was talking to someone, I had met someone online, my mom was like, why don't you see if Dad has a load to go bring you there? And so my parents brought me to Texas, or my dad brought me to Texas in his semi to go meet my long distance best friend, who was also my ex-boyfriend because we dated online. He had a girlfriend that was long distance, and while I was down there, keep in mind when we were dating, he wanted to be my first everything. He wanted to be my first kiss, stuff like that. So during, he always promised me that he was going to be my first with everything. So when I came down there to go visit him, kind of snuck behind my dad's back and started kind of like touching each other and kissing each other, like secretly kissing each other, like hiding under the seats. And I wanted to get like a picture, so he had his grandpa distract my dad so we could take a picture at Denny's of each other kissing, because I'm all about memories. I'm all about capturing the moments, taking pictures, making them last, Like, take a picture will last longer kind of thing. So I got that picture, and I went home after he cheated on his girlfriend with me. Basically, after I went home, he started treating me like I was his. He started letting me call him baby and shit like that. And in my head, I'm thinking, this is wrong. Like, I really should tell her. Well, I was scrolling on Snapchat one day and I saw that she had gotten her head carved. His girlfriend had gotten, like, her hair carved for a letter. And my sister's like, you need to tell her before she gets a tattoo of him. And I was like, you're probably right. I should tell. So, sent her proof. When they were still dating, I sent her proof and evidence of him cheating on her. And he played it off as they broke up. Then he called her, I guess, and they worked things out, and they played it off as a stage kiss. The picture that I had did not look like a stage kiss. None of our thumbs were like this, where you're like flocking so no one's like actually kissing someone. No. But he played it off as it was a stage kiss. It never happened kind of thing. So they got back together. He cussed me out, said a bunch of crap. We went our separate ways. Then this person broke up. They both broke up with each other. And we basically I was friends with his girlfriend at the time, and basically his ex-girlfriend, who was friends with him, making sure he's okay, because her parents didn't really want her to be around him anymore. Basically, some things started happening with this guy. He started not being okay mentally. And that's when my best friend instincts kicked in. And basically after he cussed me out, we disappeared from each other. We walked away. I have to vent to people, like, on my story, like, post things on my story to just kind of let people know if I'm okay or not, so people don't worry about me. He had lurks. I had posted something. He had lurks and watching my story, seeing what I'm posting about him. He always does. And he once found out that I was talking crap about him, and I went on this app, Live Me, that we met on, and it's a broadcasting app, a huge broadcasting app. And he's like, yo, you better stop talking crap about me or there'll be problems. And I was like, okay. I didn't listen. I still kept venting because I needed someone to talk to, and I didn't know who I could go to at the time. A little while after he found out that I was still talking crap about him, he leaked my nudes over the biggest social media platform. And put me in panic attacks and anxiety attacks and scared. Now this part where I gets kind of messed up. I don't know how I did it, but posted my nudes, was super upset, hated him. Then my best friend instincts kicked in when he was going through some problems. I reached back out to him. He apologized for leaking them in the first place. He took them down right away, so that was good. But still the fact that they went up, like, if I'm gonna trust you with something, should have never gone up in the first place. So that happened, and we were talking again. Parents already didn't like him because I knew about him leaking my nudes. So they told me I couldn't talk. They found out around prom that I was talking to him again. I was talking to him for about like a week. And this was when I was just finishing my junior year pretty much. Like, I just had graduation, just did or not graduation. I just had my finals done and I just had prom. We were talking with each other at prom, but my sister was like, yo, are you talking to him? No, not talking to him at all. Not doing that. My walls were so thin that my sister one day caught me talking to him, ran and told my parents. My parents basically were super upset at me, disappointed, and they said, well, you're not allowed to talk to him in your house. And keep in mind, I had just turned 18 in February, so I was already an adult, and I was just like, okay, like, I'm gonna listen, like, that's never gonna happen. I have my own phone now, like, blah, blah, blah. My parents turned off my phone, my old phone, when I was on their plan, because they didn't want me to have any contact with him whatsoever. So, when my parents turned off my phone, I secretly still talked to him over on Wi-Fi, because they changed the Wi-Fi password. They did everything they could to make sure I wasn't talking to him. I'd go hang out with friends at a teen center where I used to live, and I would secretly talk to him. Then my parents found out and were like, well, listen, it's either him or us. You cannot talk to him in our house. And I was like, okay, I'm 18, go somewhere else then. So I chose this guy over my entire family. I basically said, see ya, peace. Pretty much let the door hit me on the way out, pretty much. So I left, moved in with some friends for about probably a month. I think I moved out the beginning of June of 2018. then I was talking to this guy. My friends let me talk to this guy because I'm an adult, it's my phone. I pay for it, stuff like that. So I was talking to him. I was waiting for a response because I didn't know where I was going to go. My friend's house wasn't exactly like a permanent situation. I mean, it could have been for me, but it wasn't. Like, I decided that it wasn't going to be a permanent situation. So, got the news that his parents said it was okay for me to move in with them. So, I moved in as his best friend. 3 days later, we got together. We were together ever since. We got together June 26, 2018. And, not gonna lie, this is where it gets really personal. Now I'm scared to share this story, but it's time that I stop being afraid and actually speak what happened. So, basically, I moved in with him, started dating him. Everything was good, took me on dates. We'd run around the house chasing each other, just having fun, stuff like that. The first few months, everything was so amazing. I was so in love. Felt like everything was going to be okay. I was going to marry this guy. Like, I was planning my future and everything with him. Well, probably about a year to 6 months, somewhere around there roughly, he started getting physical with me. He started choking me, pushing me into dressers, punching me. Basically, he started abusing me. And this all started because we were, like, under a lot of stress, school was going on. I mean, that's not an excuse, but, like, we were both stressed. And his mom started getting on to me. Was like, yo, texting me, make sure he does this. Make sure he does that. Make sure he's getting his school done. Stuff like that. Making sure he was trying to graduate on time. So, me being the caring person I am, everyone that knows me, she can tell you. I'm a very caring person, and once I care for someone, that's really hard for me to let go and let go of something that I want someone to succeed in.
Oh, yeah.
That's my best friend in 4th grade, by the way. But anyways, back to the story. So, his mom started texting me and was like leaving me lists. Make sure he gets this done. Make sure he gets that done. Make sure he does all this. Well, I was working a full-time job. I was working like 40 hours a week, maybe even more. Double shifts, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. I get those texts, and my days off, I was mostly focusing on making sure he got his stuff done so that his mom wasn't going to be upset. Because, I was living there. I was trying to impress her. I was trying to impress his grandpa. Everything. I was just trying to make sure that I didn't get kicked out. I had a place to live. Stuff like that. Well, started nagging him to get stuff done. Or I started nagging him just for attention because I was working a full-time job and I barely seen him. In a relationship, communication is key. That's the only way, and trust. Trust and communication is the only way you're going to ever make a relationship work. Well, I communicated that I wanted to hang out and spend time with each other just alone with just each other. Like, it was my only day off. I just wanted to spend time, have one of my days off, spend time with him. Okay. All right, babe, I got you. We'll hang out, I promise. I wake up and his best friend is calling him. Yo, fam, wanna hang out? Can I come over? Sure. Babe, we had plans. What happened to that? Oh, I'm sorry. He really wanted to hang out. Okay. Eventually, I started going to his therapist appointments because he wasn't understanding that I just wanted attention. I literally had to beg for attention. And I guess from not being able to date till I was about 18 years old. I'm 20 years old, about to be 21 in a few months. But I guess not being able to date till I was 18, it kind of hit me, and I was like, I have a boyfriend now. I want attention. Like, I want to experience stuff. I want to hang out, spend time, do the lovey-dovey stuff. Okay, yeah, fine. Not fine. I had to fight. And one time, I pushed him so far that he started laying hands on me. There's one time that I was so scared for my life, I didn't know exactly what to do. He chased me around the house, grabbed onto me, stuff like that. So, this was going on for about a few months since we were together. We were together from June 26, 2018 to about a year and a half. I moved back home November last year of 2019, around Thanksgiving. I came up promising him that I would come back. I promised. My dad picked me up in a semi the same way that I got there in the first place when I met him the first time. I got up and ended up making a trip. I got the approved time off to go to Texas, or go back to Minnesota, my hometown, to see my adopted family. It's been almost 2 years since I seen my birth family, or my adopted family. I'm struggling to speak. This is a lot, but so I gave him a kiss goodbye. My last kiss was by my dad's truck at like a Walmart or something, where my ex-boyfriend had dropped me off. So we were doing long distance for a little while. I came to visit my family. Then I realized when I talked to someone back home that it's not going to work. Putting hands on me, this needed to end. So I left him, and I just wanted to explain my story. I hope you guys take this personally, and if you guys are dealing with him or dealing with any type of abuse, leave as soon as you can. As soon as you start feeling as soon as that person lays hands on you, you need to leave. I should have left when I did, but I didn't. I learned my lesson. I got trust issues because of it now, because I moved. I did everything for him. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next broadcast. Peace out, y'all.